All right, my name's Liz.
I'm Sarah, and today we're going to be asking people why they think school shootings are happening and what we can do to fix it.
What's your name?
My name is Mark.
All right, I have a few questions for you, Mark. Do you think schools are safe?
I think in general schools are pretty safe. I mean, school shootings happen and different security issues happen, but I think in general I felt like pretty safe at school.
I think most of them are. I think it's a very select few that these horrible things happen to, but I think for the most part, schools are pretty safe.
I think many schools are safe, but I think they could be safer.
How could they be safer?
That's a great question. I think awareness is a big thing. I think that unfortunately we need to start bringing awareness into younger ages so that kids more fully understand the impact that violence and weapons and things can have on people's lives. Because by the time they get to be in high school or even middle school, as development happens, I think things don't resonate quite as much as if maybe awareness and prevention could have started at a younger age.
Yes.
I don't know. It's a hard question to, no.
Why do you think school shootings are happening so much now?
I think more and more people are struggling with mental illness and maybe they don't feel comfortable seeking help or stuff like that, and people are beginning to feel excluded at school. But in general, I guess people just do bad things, and that's, unavoidable.
I think you need to look at, specifically whenever you have a trend of things happening, and you start looking at what is common among the people who are committing these crimes. I think you can start looking at, I know with what we see here with our students is we see a lot of them have very serious issues with how they view themselves. So a lot of them have attempted suicide, been on suicide watch, have considered suicide. So a lot of these students that are doing this are considered, most of them they're probably not very popular kids. They get bullied a lot. I think bullying is a huge issue with it. Mental health is a huge issue with it. I mean, we can even start looking at some of the drugs they're taking. Maybe some of these psychotropic drugs are leading them to not be in the right mind to make these decisions. And I think a lot of it is awareness of that these kids are having these issues, so that we can start as adults taking steps to kind of mitigating the influence they have when they're in a state that isn't quite sane.
I'm not quite sure if it's young kids are being affected by video games or if they're being affected by their parents, or I'm not sure, but I think you can definitely say that there's more violence in schools now than I'm sure 20 years ago, and I don't know why that is necessarily, but
I think it's because people are so disconnected. People don't care about other kids in their schools, other people that they're around, and so people feel left out or feel disregarded.
So after doing this experience and talking to a bunch of these people, asking for their opinions on this, we realized that school shootings can be caused by many different things, like mental illness.
It can also be caused by bullying, by people not having self-confidence, and
gun laws, maybe.
So
so bye.